The chilling aftermath of a deadly lunch has left one man feeling half alive, as the sole survivor of a meal that ended with 3 fatalities poisoned by toxic mushrooms recounts his trauma in an Australian courtroom. Ian Wilkinson, who endured months of hospitalization and even a liver transplant after the harrowing poisoning in July 2023, shared the profound emotional and physical impact the incident has had on his life, while delivering his victim impact statement during Erin Patterson's pre-sentencing hearing in Melbourne. Erin Patterson, aged 50, was recently convicted of deliberately poisoning her mother-in-law Gail Patterson, father-in-law Donald Patterson, and Gail's sister Heather Wilkinson at her home in Leongatha. The method was chillingly calculated. Individual servings of Beef Wellington laced with deadly death cap mushrooms. A jury also found her guilty of attempting to murder Mr. Wilkinson, Heather's husband, who survived the attack. Here's where it gets controversial. Patterson continues to claim the poisonings were accidental and maintains her innocence, a stance that deeply contrasts with the jury's verdict and family's testimonies. In the courtroom, Ian Wilkinson, a Baptist pastor, spoke candidly about the unbearable void left by the death of his wife. It's a truly horrible thought to live with, that someone could decide to take her life. I only feel half alive without her, he confessed tearfully, illustrating how the incident has not only physically harmed him, but also caused enduring psychological trauma. He poignantly criticized society's tendency to focus disproportionately on perpetrators rather than the victims and those who do good. Reflecting on the victims lost, Wilkinson described Gail and Donald Patterson, parents of Erin's estranged husband Simon Patterson, as being among the closest people to him after his own family. "My life is greatly impoverished without them," he continued, expressing heartbreak over the callous and deliberate nature of Erin Patterson's actions. What kind of mindset convinces someone that murder is a solution, especially when the victims only wished her well? Despite the pain, Wilkinson offered a surprising message of forgiveness, inviting Patterson to admit her wrongdoing fully and repent. "I bear her no ill will. I am no longer Erin Patterson's victim. And she has become the victim of my kindness," he said, highlighting a remarkable act of grace in the face of tragedy. The court has received a total of 28 victim impact statements, with 7 read aloud during the hearings, offering further insight into the widespread devastation caused by the poisonings. The fallout extends to Patterson's estranged husband, Simon, who was invited to the fatal lunch but chose not to attend. Speaking about the repercussions on their 2 children, he described the grim reality. They live in an irreparably broken home with only one parent, and are burdened with knowing their mother murdered their grandparents. This statement, read on his behalf, underscores the far-reaching and tragic consequences of the crime. Adding to the courtroom drama, Patterson appeared in person on the first day of the hearing, instead of participating via video link from prison, as she had done previously. The hearing is set to continue, with Patterson facing the possibility of life imprisonment for each murder charge, and an additional 25 years for the attempted murder. She has 28 days following sentencing to file an appeal, but hasn't yet confirmed whether she intends to do so. This case raises difficult questions. Can forgiveness truly heal such profound wounds? And how do we reconcile Patterson's claims of innocence with the court's harsh verdict? What do you think? Does justice mean absolution, punishment, or something more complex? Share your thoughts and join the discussion below.